Despite the running of a website and a YouTube channel being my full-time job, I've never been able to call myself an influencer, at least with a straight face. Like, I've studied theatre, I've done embarrassing things on stage, but I can't be the person who's like, "What's up, guys? It's your girl, Flingle Flaps," and like, comment, and subscribe. I can't... It's not real. It's not real. I hate it so much. Like, I'm a book critic. I love recommending things to people. I love talking, and that's what I do. But I am also a world traveler. I've spent time where the sun rises in Japan and where it sets in California and everywhere in between. Although, fun fact, I've never ever been to the southern hemisphere. I should fix that. Anyway, I've traveled a lot. I've lived in lots of places, I love exploring, and that's why I'm really excited to talk about this. But just know, as I said, I'm not an influencer, so I'm not very good at doing that side of it. Hopefully you'll appreciate that I am a humble and grounded, grumpy British person. What am I talking about? I'm taking a trip to Italy next September 2024, and I'm taking a group of you with me, if you'd like to come. I talked about this in a previous video, gathering interest in this trip, and now it's happening. Enough people told me that they want to come on a trip with me, they have the budget, they're over 18, and they can come with me on a trip. And the majority of you voted for Italy, which is why we're going. Well, that's one reason. The other reason we're going to Italy is that I've never been. I've been all around mainland Europe, I am European, but I've never ever been to Italy, and I want to go. So let's go. I have partnered with TrovaTrip, who have created an itinerary with my input that will take us around Rome and Florence for 6 days. We will fly to Rome on the 17th of September 2024 and fly out on September 22nd, 2024. And the reason that we picked September is, again, what people voted for. Most people said that September is the month they'd like to do that, and Italy's hot, so September's a really good idea. It's going to be cooler, but it's not going to be rainy, dark, or cloudy. It's going to be a perfect time to go. And I should say, the maximum number of people I can take is 24, and the minimum is 10. So I need 10 people to come with me in order to make this trip a reality, but we cut off at 24. So if you're interested, you need to apply soon. The trip will include stays at 4-star hotels, 5 breakfasts, 1 lunch, and 2 dinners for each person. All other food and drinks you need to pay for. And there will also be transport between Rome and Florence. Most of the trip will include guided tours around some of the best and most beautiful places in Rome and Florence. We will take a guided tour around the Colosseum, around the Pantheon, around Vatican City, the Sistine Chapel, St. Peter's Basilica. We will take a Tuscan farm tour, and finally a walking tour around Florence. And I have also personally included a trip to the first LGBTQ+ bookshop in Italy. My friend Angie, who is Italian and lives in London, told me about this bookshop in Rome, which is their hometown. And I thought, yeah, I've got to visit this bookshop. So I've squeezed it into the itinerary, and we will go visit it and go book shopping in the first queer bookshop in Italy. I will be hosting this trip, which means I will be there the whole time. But I am not doing the guided tours. We have professional tour guides taking us around everywhere, but I am your host. Obviously, everything I've talked about has involved walking. Most of what we will do will be a lot of walking, so make sure you're prepared for that. As I said, I've never been to Italy. I am so excited to go. And I can't believe I have the opportunity to take people from my community, the best community on YouTube, actually wonderful, kind, intersectional bookworms who love to travel and try new food. We all get to go to Italy together and experience it together. This is so cool. This is so cool. Now for the pricing. This trip will cost each individual traveler $3,099 I am not going to pretend that that's a small amount of money. As someone who worries about money on a daily basis, I understand, but I was very relieved and kind of touched that TrovaTrip have thought of this. And so they've partnered with a firm to create a pay over time scheme, which means that you can pay over time. There are no hidden fees and no late charges. And the trip also isn't happening for almost 18 months. This is happening next September 2024, which gives everyone plenty of time to save up, to prepare themselves, and to pay over time. I grew up very working class out in the countryside. I know the value of a penny. But for me at least, this is an incredible opportunity. This is the trip of a lifetime. I can't wait to do this. I get to see the best parts of Rome and Florence with a group of people who love what I love, who love what I do. I get to value their companionship, and we get to see all of this together and eat good food and drink good coffee. Oh, this is going to be great. Oh, I'm so excited. This is real. This is something I get to do with a small group from my community. So as I said, there are 10 to 24 spaces available. If you are interested, it is on sale right now. There are going to be links in the description to everything you need to know, including pricing, the itinerary, which I've gone over, but there is more detail down there, and of course, the link to sign up. If you're excited, let's go take a trip to Italy together. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I will answer them. There's a lot that I haven't covered here, things to do with insurance and flights, extra details about the itinerary I didn't go over. Ask away in the comments and I will answer them. You can send me emails and DM me on Instagram. I will answer more questions there as well. The trip is live right now. Go sign up if you're interested and we can take a trip to Italy together. And as usual, subscribe for books.